to reality. The first thing I'd like to do is ask anybody that wasn't introduced by Skip to please stand, okay? Thank you for taking care of that, Skip. My goodness, I didn't realize how many people were here. But you did forget the most important, the two first ladies of LSU baseball. How could you forget them, Skip? The one and only Sandy Bertman. The one and only Maineiri. Actually, there's a 1A, 1B, and a 1C. Sitting with my beautiful wife is my wonderful mother, Maineiri, who, as you may have heard, we had a rough month this past month losing my father. Had a wonderful life, 90 years old, impacted and touched a lot of lives. And he got a lot of credit for a lot of things, but you know that anybody who knows anything about life knows that when there's a successful man, there's somebody else that's in that world of his, taking care of that family and raising the children and doing all of the other stuff. And my mom is the absolute greatest. So everybody, please. So, wow, getting to follow Skip is always a challenge. You know, reminds me of the most nervous I've ever been giving a speech. They have a new tradition at the American Baseball Coaches Association convention that the coach of the national championship team is the leadoff speaker at the next year's convention. So when we won the championship in 2009, in January of 2010, I had to give the lead speech at the convention. And I was pretty nervous about that, to be honest with you. You have 5,000 of your peers out there. You don't want to act like you're smarter than anybody else, and you want to give them something that they can take home with them. And so, you know, I was really nervous, spent a lot of time preparing that speech, and never forget, you know, before I get ready to speak, there's a little bit of a commotion in the room, and I turn around and I see Tommy Lasorda walking towards me. And I said, hey, Tommy, I didn't know you were going to be here. I said, what are you doing? And he said, well, they asked me to come in and give the first talk before you speak today. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard Lasorda speak. Roger knows. This guy's one of the most dynamic speakers our country has ever known, right? So I'm thinking, I'm already nervous. Now I got to follow Lasorda, right? Oh, my goodness, how could this happen to me? So Lasorda gets up there and he gives a speech, and I think he had to stop about 5 times during the speech for standing ovations. And the more that people would stand and cheer him, the more I would be sweating, as you might imagine. So finally I get up to speak, and I told the coaches out there, I said, you know, I knew today was going to be the most important speech that I would ever give. I worked on this speech for 2 weeks. I mean, I stayed up late at night because I wanted to give the perfect speech. Can you believe that on my way here this morning that I lost that speech? And that damn Lasorda found it and he gave it. So I'm not quite as nervous today as that day, Skip, but anytime I follow you, it's not only a great honor, but it's very nerve-wracking because of your wonderful ability to deliver a message.